Hello everyone, welcome to Joseki lecture 6. In the last lecture, we talk about this very main variation after White's Honey. And this is the most played Joseki, definitely in pro games these days. So check that lecture out if you haven't. Today we need to move on to the variation when a black crawls once more. So as a black, you can sometimes also play this move. White has two choices, but in today's lecture, we'll focus on one of them. That is for white to extend at f16. Black could keep going with a g18, but I think White will tanuki here and go ahead and strengthen the development over here. So this is still playable for black as well as for white, but I think the idea of e17 is not illustrated here. So let's see what black can do apart from g18. That was an okay move. But black really is going to follow up by playing the f17 crawl. If white extends, which is probably a great move, black can go ahead and play somewhere else, which is pretty good, because if you look at some of the previous variation we talk about, let's say for example, black plays this one. Now, remember, this is white's turn, right? So white got the sente. But sometimes in our Joseki, we want the sente to be on our hands. And the way for us to do that is to crawl 2 times, and then we go ahead and play somewhere else, which is an excellent idea sometimes. Well, you might be wondering, what if white turns? This is a big move, but I believe black can go ahead and play somewhere else. Locally, there's no way to kill black. We can try. So if white honeys and connects, we can increase our eye space and make a tiger's mouth. Right? So black can pretty much live like that. Right? So it's pretty much black's gonna have a way to defend the corner no matter what white plays and make himself alive. So I will leave that to you as a life and death problems. Since we don't have the life and death series, you can go ahead and verify by yourself. If white honeys, that would be a very easy one. So black can honey and connect. So this is also going to be alive. And now look, black already has 2 moves outside. So locally this is very good for white, but on the outside it's a 4v1 situation, right, as we can see. So white is definitely a bit slow in this scenario. But let's say, what if black does not extend one more time? So if black does not crawl one more time, there's going to be problems. So black goes ahead and follows up with this one. And when white turns, black no longer has the right to play another move. Because if black plays another move, black's corner is going to be in problems. So white best move is to extend at a b16. And how does this group live, right? This is a huge problem. You probably have to struggle with something like this, but I mean, this is just This is probably just a losing game right now, right? White can go ahead and start a kill. And if white kills the corner, that's very, very big. Not to say how much outside influence this whole group has. So the speed will not compensate for what black lost in the corner, to be very clear about it. Which is why you will absolutely need to crawl another time. When white extend, now you can comfortably go ahead and tanuki. So this is still an equal position for both sides. The reason being that white has a stronger wall, and he has the possibility of turning at g17. That's a huge follow-up locally. What black got is the speed, right? 2 stones, and then an approach, and then plus the territory in the corner. So he's very fast in terms of his development of Joseki. I would say this is still an equal game, and the win or loss depends on how you play later on. Okay, so we covered something very simple today. In the next lecture, we will work on what if a white harness. So this is the main variation, and we'll save that for the next video. If you liked the video, give a thumb up. Subscribe to my channel to get the new videos from all series. And thank you very much for watching, and I will talk to you guys in lecture 7.